I married with $1,000. I had the money to do a big wedding,
yeah.
but I told myself, it's not about the wedding, it's about the marriage.
The truth is, trying to compose myself. The last 4 years have been really difficult. I have been struggling with multiple miscarriages. I've been pregnant every year for the last 5 years, but then I'd have a miscarriage, and it's been extremely difficult. I don't even know where to start.
I've spent a lot of money. Wow. I spent a lot of money.
That is belief. That is love.
I've spent a lot of money. I can't even sit here and then to the extent that I saw so many people saying, why did your wife give birth in America if you're Pan-African?
Greetings and welcome to Auntie Yami channel. How are you? How are you doing? In this video today, we are going to feature both Wodemaya and Miss Trudy. First of all, we are going to look into what Wodemaya said about his low-class traditional wedding. As we all know, Wodemaya can afford the biggest white wedding. And a lot of celebrities will be there, even contribute to thousands, millions of money. But Wodemaya chose a low-class wedding. What is Wodemaya saying? We are going to listen to that interview together. After this, we are going to also feature Miss Trudy on how she is explaining about the trauma, depression, what they went through, her and her husband Wodemaya during miscarriages. Because we cannot just be talking about this, we need to produce receipts. Miss Trudy explained properly what she went through with her husband Wodemaya. They had days to cry, but is it all about that? And lastly, we are going also to bring back Wodemaya, who is going to explain to us why he chose to send his wife Trudy to US for delivery. Was it about US passport? Or else was it just because he wanted to show off? No. It's not me, it's not Auntie Yami explaining, but Wodemaya will explain to us how he dealt with the trolls, because a lot of people out there have been trolling Wodemaya and Miss Trudy, calling them names. But how will Wodemaya deal with that? Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share as we listen to the video where Wodemaya is explaining why he chose low-class wedding. That was a traditional wedding. As you know, nowadays people, they are into big weddings. But Wodemaya chose low-class wedding. Listen and listen carefully as we continue to subscribe, like, comment, and share.
I married with $1,000. I had the money to do a big wedding, but I told myself, it's not about the wedding, it's about the marriage. And I'm on a journey to tell young people, do what you can. The guy who manages my Facebook page, he just got married and I showed up. You know how he got married? He even spent less than that. And he didn't know.
What was the ceremony like?
Just family, 2 friends, 3 friends, you come.
We advocate for that. People want a white wedding. They want
what?
For what?
Are you a white person? You're not white. I'm a black man. And you're telling me I need to do a white wedding. I need to go to church.
Yeah.
No.
There's refreshment. Before that is the norm.
No, the traditional wedding is not an engagement. Our traditional wedding is the wedding. I did a traditional wedding. And I told my wife, hey, what's your culture? I'm just going to obey and abide your culture, and I'm good to go. Now, the money that I was supposed to use for the wedding, I bought her a car. I bought my wife a brand new
Will you advocate? Because recently, Archbishop Duncan Williams also said...
I shared it because,
you believe in that
this is what I've been saying. It's just that I'm not Archbishop, so probably they're not listening. But the moment he said it, I amplified it. Check my pages. I literally amplified because, listen, big weddings are ruining a lot of marriages. I had a friend who was getting married and he asked me to buy his cake. You don't have money to get married.
Buy a cake and you're getting married.
I had all the money to make the big wedding. But it's not about the wedding. It's about the marriage. It's about two people. You know, and you see, the reason why I'm even against like counseling, the job that I do, imagine if you go to a counselor and the counselor tells my wife, you have to cook for your husband anytime he comes home, and then I don't do 9 to 5. I'm always home with my wife every day. If I I just came back from a trip, I'll be with my wife till I leave again. So certain things doesn't work for everybody, and that is why I am saying make your own mistakes. Don't be, I mean, if sometimes you meet other couple, sit down, talk about your challenges, and you be like, okay, you know what, I don't like this. And learn from it. Instead of all the time just listen to people giving you their formula. That formula.
So there's no one particular formula for every marriage. It doesn't work,
The formula works for you? I don't think marriage got a formula.
Each to their own.
I got married, I experienced 6 different miscarriages. Imagine if there was a formula that, oh, you just got married. Nobody told me that my wife was going to have miscarriages. No, that's not a formula. Because everyone was even asking, hey, when are you giving birth? They don't even know you're going.
As you've heard from Wodemaya himself, the son of the soil of Africa, he addressed curiosity around how much he spent on his traditional wedding. And he revealed that he intentionally kept things simple, explaining that he doesn't believe in extravagant white weddings. According to Wodemaya, marriage is about commitment, values, partnership, not expensive ceremonies. To impress people, he emphasized that couples should avoid pressures from society and instead focus on what truly matters. Do you agree on that? Drop a comment. I agree 100% on Wodemaya because I believe that any decision making between two individuals who are partners must be dealt within the... Remember my previous video, I say third person is not trusted always, because that third person will even go and tell another person, and that person you don't know will even go there and say something to another person. So Wodemaya knows better. If you agree with Wodemaya, drop a comment, because nowadays people believe in biggest wedding, but Wodemaya chose and spent on a $1,000 US. He did not stop from there. Wodemaya said, I've got the money to pay for a very big white wedding, but I'm not white. I believe in traditional way of doing things. Because you know what Wodemaya always say, his background has taught him a lesson. He doesn't care about showing off. He is making money. We are coming into that in the next video to know how much Wodemaya is making. But he doesn't care about showing off. Like some of us, by now would be showing off that, you know what? I'm so rich, money talks to me. But Wodemaya, no. He believes in a low class, a traditional way, an African way, because Africans, we always believe in traditional weddings. But you know now, things have changed. People, they go for white wedding. Only a wedding dress cost a fortune. But Wodemaya chose the simple way. Do you agree on that? What did Wodemaya do after the wedding? He spent money to buy a brand new car for Miss Trudy as a wedding present. He treated his queen. He treated his bride. He treated his beloved wife, Miss Trudy, with a car. Who does that? Wodemaya did that. Drop a comment and let me know what you think. You know what? Wodemaya has made me realize that there are still nice men out there. And Miss Trudy is so lucky to have a husband like Wodemaya. Are you Wodemaya? I always ask that question. Do you believe in big weddings? Or else you believe in traditional weddings, then after that, you will spend that money for your queen, your bride, your wife, your partner. Hey, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Before we continue, let's jump into Miss Trudy. As you all know, Miss Trudy opened up about her experience the past 5 years. Our conversation took a much more emotional turn when she opened up about the trauma and depression she experienced during their miscarriages. I'll say their miscarriages because they are a couple. We cannot forget Wodemaya because Miss Trudy always wants us to involve her husband. This girl has gone through a lot, but thank God we are smiling. She's put smile on us, on everyone who wishes them good, not bad. You know, there are people with bad mind. I saw some of the people commenting on my post like, oh, she needs to stop this. Come on, guys. Where is your remorse? Are you human enough? 6 miscarriages. That's someone's child. 6 miscarriages. What about if it was your wife? What about if it was your sister? What about if it was your daughter? Come on, get a life. We are not here to entertain trolls. We are here to jubilate for Mr. Trudy and Wodemaya, and also continue to pray Trudy and Wodemaya so that after this, if they want to try for another child, God has just to give them and open that door for them without any struggle or trauma or depression. Let's listen as we subscribe, like, comment, and share.
I lay it all down. Like, I let you guys know what's been happening. Guys, the truth is, trying to compose myself. The last 4 years have been really difficult. I have been struggling with multiple miscarriages. I've been pregnant every year for the last 5 years, but then I'd have a miscarriage, and it's been extremely difficult. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know how to put it. It's been such a long journey. You guys, if you know me, you know I like working hard. I like being consistent. But you guys noticed I stopped being consistent. I would disappear for 3 months, then come back, It's because I have been pregnant 6 times. And 6 times I have had miscarriages, and it's the hardest thing I've dealt with in my life, other than the loss of my mom, is the loss of my pregnancies. I'm trying so hard not to cry. I just want to speak it out. I don't know if even this is the right video to talk about everything in details, because I have been so depressed. I've felt so lost. I've lost hope in God. Like, why would you let me get pregnant and then just take it away in the middle of everything? Why do you let other people get pregnant and it's so smooth for them, and then there's other people who get pregnant and it's so stressful? I've lost, guys. I've not been okay mentally. I've been depressed. What you guys have been seeing online has just been me trying to just keep going, because what other option did I have? But I lost faith in God. I was so confused. I lost hope. It's so crazy. My dad doesn't even know this. My dad knows that I've had 2 miscarriages. He doesn't know that I've actually had 6 miscarriages in total. So he's gonna know when he's watching this video, and I know it's gonna break him. I've cried with Maya's mom, just crying, because we were so hopeful, and then I lose a pregnancy. And it's like, God, why am I going through what I'm going through? Why does it have to be so hard for me? And it was so hard to just go online and see other people pregnant, posting, and then being like, God, why can't it be the same for me? Just, I just want to be pregnant. I just want to be a mom. I said I'm not going to cry. So some doctors said I couldn't get pregnant. Some doctors said I needed to do different surgeries. Guys, it got to a point where all my monthly salary just went to medication. I felt like I was an experiment. Doctors were trying different things with me, We're going to try this. If it doesn't work, we're going to try this other thing. The last 5 years of my life have been horrible, but God always gave me the strength to keep going. I remember the first time I had a miscarriage, a doctor told me that, there are women who've had up to, 9 miscarriages. And in my mind, I told myself, God forbid, that will never be me, until it started. The first miscarriage, then the second miscarriage, then the third miscarriage. Then the 4th miscarriage. Then the 5th miscarriage. And the 6th miscarriage. And it's like, God, what do you want from me? But God, what am I supposed to do? I felt so lost, so confused, so alone. And the most difficult thing is it was so hard to keep it private. People working in the hospital most of the time would know me. And many people sometimes would be inviting me for events, Trudy, or we'd plan to meet up with people, and then I just wouldn't show up. It's because when I realized I was pregnant, I was told, go nowhere, stay in the house. Then when I had a loss, I'd be in the house for 3 months thinking, 3 months thinking I'm pregnant, I'm not supposed to do anything. So I'm taking a break from everything and everyone in work. Then I have the miscarriage. Then I'm told, now that you've had a miscarriage, after they clean you and everything, you're sick, so you gotta stay in the house for at least a month or 2. You've lost a lot of blood. You need to, eat well. You're weak. So I'd end up even spending 5 months or half a year just wasting my time. When I go to hospitals, some nurses will know me, and it will be so embarrassing. I'd meet people who know me. And I'd be like, oh my God, they're going to tell my business. These nurses are going to, they obviously they know that you've had a miscarriage. Whew. Guys, some family members will talk negatively, and guys would come up with all sorts of things. Some people would say, oh, you're having miscarriages because you had abortions when you were a teenager. I'm like, what? I never got pregnant as a teenager. My first pregnancy was with my husband, but people have already decided to make assumptions. I think it's important to talk about this so that people do not judge women who are dealing with infertility issues and miscarriages. Women are going through so much outside here. I just want to talk to a woman or a girl who is dealing with infertility or having multiple miscarriages. I want to let you know that you're not alone, and I know it's difficult, but you're going to be okay. Hopefully, with God's grace, I want to do something for women and girls around Africa who are dealing with infertility issues. Let me tell you guys, infertility treatment is extremely expensive. There's a surgery I did which was almost 1 million Kenya shillings. If you count the medication plus the treatment after and the surgery itself, it's expensive. And after the surgery, that's not it. You still have to take medication. And I wonder what happens to women who are dealing with infertility issues and they're in the villages and they can't afford treatment and they have husbands and they have some relatives who are talking. You know how women in Africa are looked down on when they cannot be able to give their husband children? So blessed. I have the best mother-in-law ever in my husband's family. They're just amazing people. But, I've had relatives who, a relative has told me before, you have no right to comment about kids until you get your own, And I'm like, it's not willingly. It's not like I don't want to have kids. I'm just having issues. Guys, I don't even think I'm articulating myself well. I think I'm all over the place. I don't know if you guys get me. Life has been hard, but you are forced to, smile and, keep going. Those of you guys who have been asking why is Miss Trudy, and guys have been talking negatively, saying, oh, getting married kills dreams, blaming my husband every day, not understanding that my husband has nothing to do with my depression. In fact, he has a lot to do with why I am okay today, He has sacrificed so much. There are times we had to go for interviews. I remember this time specifically, he was going for an interview with Lingogi. So we had just experienced a miscarriage. And we went home and we cried together in bed. We snuggled together crying. And Lynn was calling, hey, we are waiting for you. Are you coming?
As you can see, Miss Trudy shared how painful and the experience both of them faced physically and emotionally. Trudy revealed that there were moments when both of them cried. Wodemaya and Trudy used to cry. Two of them, without us knowing. That's why I always say that. What happens behind closed door, we don't know. Especially this social media is full of trolls. Together, we struggled silently behind the smiles they showed online. This is what I just said. To protect their parents, both sides, from stress and worry, they choose not to tell their families about what they were going through. First miscarriage, second miscarriage, third miscarriage, fourth miscarriage, fifth miscarriage, sixth miscarriage. Wodemaya mom cried. And she said she's never, ever seen a very supportive mother-in-law like Wodemaya mom. How many of you, including me, we are best mother-in-laws in the world? Who will tolerate 6 miscarriages and support that girl like our own? It's few. And that's the truth. But Wodemaya mother was there for Miss Trudy. She said, I'm not lying. This is the truth. She couldn't even know how to tell her dad. Because you know, Miss Trudy, dad, health is not all that 100% perfect. She did not want to worry her dad. But all that time, Maya was there for Miss Trudy. She said, one time I went through depression. Don't blame Wodemaya, because people used to blame Wodemaya for my depression. It's nothing to do with Wodemaya. It's about the trauma. You know, 6 miscarriages. And she's there seeing her friends, her relative giving birth. Even Wodemaya's sister gave birth to a bouncing baby before her. How can you cope like that? That's why she was depressed. And she even stated that one of her relatives even mocked her, telling her, stop this connection with other people's kids. You need to give birth to your own baby. For Wodemaya. Give Wodemaya a child so that you can even carry your own child, not other people's children. That really affected her. Just imagine if it was you, someone saying that to you. How are you going to take it? How are you going to feel with the pain all over you? With stress, trauma all over you. Those were 6 kids. Just like that. Poor girl. Then some of you, you are coming here and continue to troll this family. Shame on you. God must forgive you. Shame, shame, shameless people. Let's continue. Today is not about that. Because Miss Trudy and Wodemaya's story makes me feel strong. Because I've learned a lot. Even to myself, I believe that it has made me to improve in some way. Some of my weaknesses as a mother, I have to improve and get them into strength. Everyone else has got weaknesses and strength. Even Wodemaya and Trudy, they are all human beings. Why is it that every time people, they jump into pointing fingers on someone's weaknesses and they hide theirs like trash? They sit on their trash and point fingers on innocent people. Everyone who was created by God has got weaknesses and strength. All of us, we always work into our weaknesses to get them into strength. So we don't need to judge, because nobody is perfect, even you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share as we continue to share this interesting love story between Wodemaya and Miss Trudy. Indeed, they went through a lot. Because as I said before, still trolls did not stop them. That's why Wodemaya, in this video, will explain why Miss Trudy was sent to US for delivery. You see, they don't owe us anything, but because of bad mind people, now Wodemaya had to explain to us why it happened. Because, come on, where is our heart? Wodemaya wanted to clear the air amid heavy online trolling. Listen and listen carefully as you subscribe, like, comment, and share. And we are going to talk about more or analyze more after you listen to this video.
I've spent a lot of money. Wow. I spent a lot of money.
That is belief. That is love.
I've spent a lot of money. I can't even sit here and then to the extent that I saw so many people saying, why did your wife give birth in America if you're Pan-Africanist? You know, people were attacking me and all that. The doctor here took my wife from first month to 6 months, and he's like, Maya, I've done my part.
If you stay,
if the baby comes down in America, maybe they have the machines. Then the doctor recommended someone. Now I have to fly my wife business class again out of Ghana.
6 months pregnant. Just get her there.
Yeah,
bro, you've been through a lot.
I mean, sometimes I feel like entering the social media just to punch people.
Yeah, because when people are attacking you and they don't know what they're saying.
They don't know what And
how do you deal with such trolls?
Let me tell you something. If you are on this journey, be ready for it. If you don't have people that are hating what you do, go to the nearest Malcolm or nearest ShopRite and just go and ask them, can I buy haters? Because listen, these people, they see what you don't see. They are there to correct you. So me, like in Ghana, when they are doing MVP NDC, that's when I get excited. I'm like, because you don't know what you're doing. You don't know. So like when people are attacking you, that's when
Wodemaya stated that the decision was personal, medical, and practical, not a rejection of Ghana or Africa. It wasn't about passport, as some of you are predicting. Miss Trudy was being treated by doctors in Ghana or Kenya, or you can correct me, but the doctor said, I can do this. I can provide my help for 6 months. But after 6 months, Wodemaya, try to take your wife to US because you don't have proper machines to help Miss Trudy deliver here in Africa. He also addressed the constant criticism and trolling on social media, which is just normal. People, they believe that if they do that, their videos will go viral. Wodemaya continued to say that people often judge without understanding the full story, and it's normal. That's what we do. You know what? Let me just react about Wodemaya and Trudy, because last time they offended me. You know, oh, they like showing off. Oh, they do this. Oh, you know what? I'm going to put them down. This is what we do. Oh, you know what? Wodemaya and Trudy, this is what they want. Wodemaya said that a lot of people were trolling them. Calling them names without understanding. Who does that? It's a shame that this world has changed. People, they don't care about who they are going to hate. They don't care, especially when money is involved. We don't really care. Despite the noise, he said they've learned to focus on their family, healing, and peace. And this is what we want Wodemaya and Trudy to concentrate on. Don't concentrate on trolls, Wodemaya and Miss Trudy. I know you are strong because now you've got that bouncing miracle baby. And I'm so happy for you. Forget about that. Only concentrate. Hold your God tight. Because everything is possible, guys. I believe that God I serve is the true God. The God of miracles. God of Wodemaya and Trudy is the God of miracles. That's why he answered their prayers. God of Miss Trudy did not want his daughter to continue suffering. That's why he said, I'm going to return your child. 6 miscarriage, God said, I'll return your child. Out of those 6, God has returned 1. Next time, God is going to return another. Miss Trudy, if you want 6 children, God will return all your kids. Because I can see you and your husband, you believe. And I'm proud of you. Are you proud of Miss Trudy and Wodemaya? Let me know by dropping a comment. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Share this video so that those trolls can go through hell and shame. Because our God doesn't fail. Say a big amen. Amen, Auntie Ami. Big amen. Because Wodemaya and Miss Trudy has proved this social media that their God is the God of answers. Their God is the God of miracle. I don't even know what's the name of their child. God answered their prayers. Doctor said she will never give birth, but their God said they will. I will make them show you, trolls, that I'm the God, not you. What have you learned about Wodemaya and Miss Trudy's story? Their story has sparked conversation about marriage, pressure, mental health, grief after miscarriages. The unrealistic expectation placed on public figures, reminding many that behind social media content are real human beings with real pain. Even if the person is Wodemaya, but he feels pain also, like you and me. Even if it's Miss Trudy, it doesn't matter how much money you've got, how a billionaire you are, or a trillionaire you are. I don't know if there's anyone who is a trillionaire out there. But they also feel pain like you and me. Because blood color is the same as red. If this story moved you, remember to like, subscribe to this channel, and share, because conversation about love, loss, and healing matters. Do you agree on that? Drop a comment. Just say amen. God is good. Thank you very much to all my subscribers, both returning and new subscribers, for your love and support. Wow. Thank you to all of you who have subscribed. Wow, you are so welcome. Because we are Team Wodemaya. Whether we like it or not, we are Team Wodemaya. We are here to show the world how these couple are talk of the time. They are blessed couple. They've got a testimony. Wodemaya and Miss Trudy, one day they'll write a book, and that book will sell. Watch this video from the beginning until the end. Don't skip the ads. Make sure you enjoy our stories about Wodemaya and Miss Trudy, love story, loss, and healing. Let's heal with them. Whenever others are mourning, let's mourn with them. When they are smiling, let's smile with them. When they are hurt, let's comfort them. Thank you very much. God bless you abundantly. Ciao, ciao. Bye. Mwah.
Never go low, let them keep guessing and guess. Dream high always, I keep guessing and guess. Never go low, let them keep guessing and guess. Dream high always, I keep guessing and guess. Hey, my never go low, let them keep guessing and guess. Dream high always, I keep guessing and guess. Never go low, let them keep guessing and guess. Dream high always, I keep guessing and guess. Never go low, let them keep guessing and guess. Dream high always, I keep guessing and guess. Never go low, let them keep guessing and guess. Dream high always, I keep guessing and guess. Never go low, let them keep guessing and guess. Dream high always, I keep guessing and guess. Dream high always, I keep guessing and guess. Dream high always, I keep guessing and guess. Never, no, 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 no.